Dear friends, I would like to present one of the most popular and favorite Ukrainian dishes, Varenyky. In a way close to Italian ravioli or Japanese gyoza, they are still very special Ukrainian kind of dumplings made with thin pastry and many different kinds of filling: meat, potato, cabbage, mushrooms, cottage cheese or cherries, and depending on season and the filling, they can be served hot or cold, dressed with melted butter, sour cream or vegetable oil. Every Ukrainian family has a slightly different recipe of pastry and filling, and today I'm happy to share with you a Whitbourn family recipe of cottage cheese Varenyky, presented in a video masterclass made by enthusiastic Ukrainian ladies of a Sydney community. Hope you love it.
Hello, my name is Tanya and this is my daughter Sophia. Today we're going to make Ukrainian Varenyky. Varenyky are Ukrainian dumplings, and they are perhaps the most commonly prepared and famous traditional Ukrainian recipe following borscht. Let's get started. We'll begin with the dough for the Varenyky. First, place a half teaspoon of sugar and a half teaspoon of salt into a bowl. Then take a tablespoon of butter and add this also. Then we're going to take 2 cups of boiling water. Place those into the bowl and give the mixture a mix until the butter has dissolved. Once the butter is dissolved, we're going to add 2 cups of sifted plain flour. And give that a mix. I have already added a 3rd cup. Here is a 4th cup of flour into this mixture. We'll continue adding flour until the dough is thickened up. After adding sufficient flour for the dough to have thickened up a bit, we're going to cover it and leave it for 10-15 minutes. While the dough is resting, we're going to make the filling. So we take 800 grams of farm cheese, and we're going to add to that 1 whole egg, and a pinch of salt, and half a cup of sugar to make it nice and sweet. Then we're going to mix it very thoroughly. So now the filling is ready. So it's time to roll out the dough. So dust the surface that you'll be using with flour. We take our dough and we're going to start rolling it out. Once you've rolled the dough out to about a 2 mm thickness, you can cut out some rounds. To form the varenyk, we take a round of dough in the palm of our hand. Take a teaspoon of the cheese mixture, place it into the center of the dough, and then seal it by pinching the edges together with your fingers. Once that's done, we can create a decorative edge, pinching the sides with your thumb and forefinger. Beautiful. The varenyky are all formed. So now we can freeze them for future use, or we can boil them and enjoy them straight away. We're going to eat them now. I've chosen a rather large pot because varenyky like a lot of space. So first we need to bring some water to the boil. Fill your pot to about 3/4 its capacity with water. Add a little salt. And bring that water to the boil. Once the water's boiling, I'm going to switch the heat down to medium. And because of the pot's size, we're going to boil up our varenyky in batches of about 10 to 15. They've all sunk to the bottom. So we're going to have to ease them up so they don't stick. Once the varenyky have risen to the top, we allow them to simmer for another 3 minutes. Now they're ready to take out and to be served and eaten immediately.
With the cheese filling, a dollop of sour cream goes very well. Nothing is better than homemade varenyky, straight from the pot and still smelling delicious.
Smacznego! Bon appetit!